And what's bigger than me, that's what's bigger than me is I'm building out. Okay. So the best way to explain this, I'm building an Uber. Think of Uber, but for creatives. So I have 50 creatives down here in Miami, contractors, and all trained. They all know what they're doing, and basically building that big of a thing. Because what that does, I'm serving more client, and I'm also getting creators paid. But it's like I have the relationship with you.
That's so beautiful,
Because
man.
what happens? Because the how I came up with this idea was because in 2021 I was serving so many people by myself that most people thought it was impossible. I served so many people in 1 year
I don't know
online.
how you did it,
I
man.
was serving Quebecs. I was serving Quebecs. I was serving you at times. I was serving Unplugged. I was serving Entertain, Fresh and Fit. I was serving um, so many people, even people that weren't even famous. But at the same time, majority of my time, I'm never home. Or sometimes I don't even get home till 3 a.m. and then I'm back on the road. That was back in 2021. But when I started seeing that, it gets to a point where I wasn't thinking that. I said, damn, how do I serve all my clients? Because it's only one of me, right? But then I had to analyze. I don't sell videography. I don't sell photography. I sell an experience and a mission and a result. That's what I really sell. The camera aspect is just the tools. But if I could teach somebody that tool, like Rudolph, the guy I'm giving this to, I trained him. I've been training him
Yes.
for a year straight. So he
Shout out to
does all of
Rudolph,
my
man.
clients.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Rudolph. That's
Rudolph
awesome.
does majority majority of my clients' work. And I have 50 more and I have 49 more guys left. Right. So it's like, man, my goal is until Rudolph is like fully sustainable, which is how I'm measuring my success. Because if Rudolph winning, I'm winning. But it's like the feeling is that, oh shit, I'm impacting that. It's kind
I
of like
love
that's why
it.
you don't see any other creatives. It's like until, and it's growing. And until that water is filled up, boom, then, expand to New York, expand to Los Angeles, expand to Vegas, and everything is online. So that's like the biggest thing. And then the second thing is the webinars that I'm doing for the creatives is also teaching them how to work their own business. Because I know creatives because I'm a creative. And most creatives don't like to be tied down. And that's what most people don't understand is, let's say you was to work with a creative. Though you have lucky ones, right? You have lucky ones like FX Alex, maybe Q Banks and a photographer, um, Andrew Tate with, those guys are big already, right? So it's different. So it's like, boom, here, I'm paying you this much and this much. It's already on a higher scale. But let's talk about the rest of the people, right? That don't get lucky like that, right? If that guy needs a photographer or videographer, what's gonna happen is he's gonna try to get somebody full time. Now, if that photographer is with this person, because it's not a relationship, it's just a business transaction. The moment the photographer or the videographer gets a bigger job, they're just gonna go to that bigger job. But then what happens to the client? They don't grow. The client now, whatever he was doing, now he got to find somebody else, and then build that relationship all over again, and train that person all over again. So now, with the concept that I'm bringing here, it's like me and you have an amazing relationship,
Yep.
right? And it's a relationship that will never die. But let's say you somewhere all the way over there, and then you say, Jay, I need a creative to come through. This is what we're doing. And I understand the concept. Boom. I got somebody. Even if it was a retainer, I have someone. They go to you. They already trained on what you like because I'm just transferring data. Now let's say that guy happens to find a big job and decides to go somewhere else. That's fine because my relationship with the dude is just swapped out.
Yep. Yep.
So now it becomes a win. It becomes a win-win for both people because now the creative is able to like grow his own brand while doing this thing, and he doesn't feel like he's just building somebody else's business, just building somebody else's stuff. And he's like he feels like he's also building his own self. Like for example, Rudolph is in my team, but Rudolph is also building with. So it's not like if Rudolph wanted to just separate from me, he'll be fine because of the things we've done, the thing I trained him to do, the the credibility, this and that. So it kind of like it opens that door for him.
Yep.
So compared to being able to suppress, because what happens is sometimes when relationship break, one person, if two people decide to do something together and they're all focusing on one thing, the moment that relationship breaks, one person loses more than the other. This always happens. It doesn't go like both people lose unless they stick together and they go together. But If one separates, one gains, and the other one loses more. And the one that always loses is the one that always puts me. See what I'm saying? So it became so that's how I really thought this through. Like this was I took a lot of deep thinking because it's
Wow,
like how
it's
do you
very
when
deep. It's very deep because
everyone
like, you
wins?
said that, like the whole
Yeah,
thing of like when the relationship breaks, one person, what, they lose more than the other
what?
person. Makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
always. It always like that. It's always one person will always lose and the other. So it's like the same thing. It's like if Rudolph decides to separate, he doesn't lose anything and I don't lose anything.
Because the ecosystem
So
you're
I'm saying
creating. I think that's very, very
the
intelligent, man.
ecosystem,
Let me ask you another question. How do you, Jay Flow, want to be remembered?
the way I treat people, the way I treat people, like loyalty. Like I mean, you know this better than actually you know this because you've seen it.
Hmm.
Now I'm not even talking about with me and you. Like I'll fight for you even if I'll fight for you even if it doesn't benefit me or puts me in a bad position.
I know for a
It's
fact.
like if I feel like, yeah. So if I, this is like so personal. It's if like if I like a situation where my I put my reputation on the line to protect and defend somebody that I believe was a brother, and I was willing to kick anybody out who was going against that person. That's how loyalty is for me.
Yes. Even if you're,
Like if
even
I,
if it might be wrong in the end, you don't know why it was wrong in the end,
I
but
don't
you
know why
still fought for that person
I still
in the
fought.
I
Yeah,
dude, you have to put the utmost respect for like that, and again, someone like yourself to do that, because like there's people out there that are artists, that are in gangs, that are in families, that won't even fight for the person that's in their own family. Like they're more okay with being what's right or people pleasing and being on somebody else's side that wouldn't even do anything
yeah,
when things got tough.
yeah.
But for you, loyalty is everything.
and
And
and it goes further because I'm not turning down just anybody. I'm turning down multi-million-dollar people. I'm talking about people that could literally change your life
money wise too.
on
Yeah.
lowest money wise. So it's like money doesn't move me. People move me. And this has been proven over and over and over again. If like, it's hard to say. I hate talking about it, but
Yeah.
but it's like you'll see it through action.
Absolutely. What's your last thing I'm trying to say is what's your definition of freedom? And do you feel free today?
I felt free since 2019. I felt free since 2019. Now, I believe there's like different levels of freedom. My first phase of freedom was definitely creating this business and just being free to do whatever I want. Right?